down, Dream Team. It's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. I was scrolling looking for my next Australian video to react to, and I saw this title, and it caught my eye, and I was intrigued and confused about the man arrested for wearing Australian flag near Invasion Day protest speaks out. Okay, because I guess half the country or one part of the country celebrates Australia Day. The other part of the country doesn't like Australia Day. They call it Invasion Day. So you got two, you know what I'm saying, big issues. So it sounded like a man who was celebrating Australia Day wanted to make them mad at the Invasion Day protest. So he wore the flag over there while they was protesting, which they... I ain't watched none of this video yet, but I would give my opinion before the video start based off the title alone. But to me, it sounded like he probably went over there trying to start something, trying to make these people more upset. And Dad used to always say, if you go looking for trouble, you go find it. You go find what you're looking for, dog. So I gotta see the story because we're just wearing the Australian flag. It's crazy that when I saw that, I was like, somebody got arrested for that, dog. Like that's weird. But I'm assuming he probably went over there to instigate to rile these people who are doing these Invasion Day protests, to rile them up even more. To, you know what I'm saying? So it's like before, so a big fight started happening or breaking out, the cops was like, let's get him out of here. All right, but now we're going to watch the video and see if my opinion was absolutely right or absolutely off the wall. Before you jump in, make sure you subscribe, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up. Let's do this.
Now, back to that extraordinary Australia Day news I mentioned at the start, how things are now so bad that you can be arrested for carrying the Australian flag on Australia Day.
That is crazy,
now, Frank
dog.
Stradzins and Di Thorley, they went to Melbourne City on Australia Day, dressed to celebrate this great country. The Australia Day march had been cancelled, of course, but they still saw the 21-gun salute and posed with a soldier. They were sad not to see one Australian flag at Federation Square or at the Town Hall. And even sadder about the graffiti on the tram, burn the colony.
Wow.
Now, Di then ducked into a shop as Frank Stradzins awaited, and, well, let me get them to tell you about it. Frank, what happened then?
Well, whilst I was standing in the middle of Swanson Street waiting for Di to get out of the dress shop, I heard a lot of noise and music and chanting, so I walked out to the middle. And there, 100 metres away towards Burke Street, was thousands of flags, Palestine flags, Aboriginal flags, chanting, singing. And within 2 minutes, a police officer approached me and said, "You are under arrest for inciting a riot." I said, "What? How?" He said, "Well, your flag's on your head." I said, "Today is Australia Day, and I've just returned from the Shrine of Remembrance 21-gun salute." And he started to walk me off the middle of the road.
And these flags he's taken exception to.
These are the ones I had on my head.
The very ones you got there.
Yep. And my partner, Diane, who was in the shop, she had them on her head as well. And we had them on.
It's hard to call. This one's hard for me to sit back and judge on. Because on the one hand, if he walked in there really to just like kind of see what was going on, it's understandable. Just and he's, of course, it's Australia Day, so he's been wearing this hat all day, did the 21-gun salute, he's done things, he's celebrating the day. Just walked over here to see what's going on, then it's BS that he got arrested. On the other hand, all these people are carrying these Palestinian flags, carrying these Aboriginal flags. You can't tell like it's a protest and he goes in there with his Australia flags on his hat, whether it be purposefully or accidentally, I can understand the police getting him out of that situation as quick as possible, just because didn't want anything to happen to him or to the other people that were protesting. That's understandable. It's hard for me to call this one, dog. It's hard for me because, like I said, on one hand, I find it's a struggle to believe that you can get arrested for wearing your country's flag on your head. Like, that's wild. That's mind blowing, dog. But I'm from America, where we wear flags everywhere. On your house, on your head, on your body, on your car, on your buildings, on your they everywhere, in the schools, in the but on the other hand, I also understand, like, hey, they think it's these people protesting and marching. They don't celebrate this day as Australia Day. They see this day as Invasion Day, as a bad thing. And for you to come over there with your Australian hat, I was probably gonna upset some people. Probably going to. So I don't know how to call it. I don't. I'm gonna stay out of this one. I can't pick a side. I see both sides, and I'm gonna stay on the fence on this one. I'm gonna stay on the fence
all day, and we only saw 2 other flags in 4 hours.
And in all this time, right? No one else had taken exception to your flags, right? You
No, we
walked
got
through the street.
thumbs up a few times.
Thumbs up.
Yes.
You went to the 21 gun salute with the
we did,
flags.
yes.
No problem there.
Oh, none at all.
Did people like your flags?
It was like, I could feel what movie stars are like. People wanted our photographs, and that really surprised me and Di, and we thought, how great is this? And even 2 professional photographers came and took our photos. It was just brilliant.
But the thing about that part of the story is, they took your photo because you were unusual having an Australian
That's
Day.
right.
Exactly.
That's the scary thing.
Yeah.
But back to the police officer. You've got
That's
these
wild.
flags. No one else is taking exception to them. But people think they're rather cute. The policeman has threatened to arrest you. What happened then?
Well, I did advise him that Diane was in a dress shop, and I walked straight towards it, and he was on my side all the way. And I got to the counter where Diane was, and I tapped her on the shoulder, and she turned around, and I said, Di, I'm under arrest. I've been incited for starting a riot. And Di turned around and said, what? And the police officer said, there are 30,000 people out there, and this is the problem.
No, but this is the thing, though. Frank was the problem. He was the problem for wearing Australian flags on Australia Day. I would have thought the problem is the 30,000 people allegedly who caused a riot.
Absolutely.
About it, don't you think? Were you gobsmacked to hear this?
Well, I was.
And I can't call it. Y'all tell me in the comments section. I can't call it. I can't say he was right. I can't say he was wrong. I see it from both sides. Maybe they was both right. Maybe they was both wrong. I don't know. Because I don't see an issue with them having pride in this country. I don't see it. Right, it's Australia Day. He's celebrating, got his hats on, everybody's taking his picture, giving him thumbs up, everything. But again, also 30,000 people protesting against Australian Day, dog. And so the last thing you wear over there is Australian stuff. But God, I don't know. I don't know, dog. I don't know. I just want to say I don't think the cops are in the wrong. I don't think he should have been arrested. I do not think he should have been arrested. I will stand firm on that. I'm on the side of maybe the cop should have came over there, told him what was going on, removed him from the situation, told him he had to get out. If he's gonna wear the Australian hat, he can't be over here with all these people protesting. Or if he wants to, or if he doesn't agree to that or doesn't listen to that, then maybe arrested. So warning first, then arrested. But the fact that you just gonna arrest him straight like that, dog, I don't think he should have been arrested. I think removed from the situation. I don't know if anybody. I don't think anybody would have had an issue with that. Police officer just removed him from that situation. But to arrest him without warning. Now, we are only hearing his side of the story. I don't know what the other side of the story is because there's always two sides. But based off this side of the story alone, I don't think he should have been arrested. I think he should have been warned to get out of there, warned to, you know what I'm saying, get away from the protesters. But and if he didn't follow the warning, then arrest. But to be arrested like that, I don't agree.
He was a big guy, the police officer, but he came up to me and he said, "Do you know there's 30,000 people up there?" I didn't even know they were there. And I said, "What, 30,000? I said, "I had no idea." And he seemed to back off then. He wasn't as angry. And Frank had said that we wanted to go to South Bank for something to eat and drink. So he said, "All right," he said, "if you take your flags off," he said, "and look after yourself and cut through the side streets to get across to South Bank."
So, Frank, in Australia
Okay,
today,
so he didn't end up getting arrested. So to be honest, I don't know if y'all gonna hate me as Aussie's true blue Aussie. I don't think anything was wrong with the situation because he wasn't actually arrested. He was what I said. He was removed from the situation. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying? His life could have been in danger. If it's really 30,000 people protesting the thing that's on your head, you wearing them flags, you standing up and proud, but they protesting that day, like, you could have been in danger, dog. And I feel like that police officer removing you from that situation was actually a good thing, even though many people may disagree with me. I don't think it's wrong to be proud of the country that you're in, but I also understand Aboriginals and other people, right? Maybe not proud of certain things about the country. You feel me? Every country has their issues. We've had many riots and protests and different things in America where we have many issues, but yeah. So that's where I stand on it. Y'all, I'm gonna let them finish it out, but y'all know where I stand unless we get some new information in this next minute.
you have to remove any sign of your flags, cut through the back streets, so sneak like a rat through the back streets to get a drink and a feed because you like Australia so much you got your flags.
Well, once I started walking, I really started to stress. I felt really disappointed. I was gobsmacked as to what happened. I did walk out the shop and I stood there and they had their eye on me for another 5 minutes before I parted underneath through the arcades, under the railway station to get to South Bank.
It's weird, isn't it? Like, here we have the officialdom of this country siding with those who hate it so much that attack Frank and you for having these flags rather than protect your right to have them.
True. And you've got no right against 30,000. I still can't believe what we've gone through.
Well, Frank Stradsons and Di Thorley, thank you so much for your time, and let's see if we can get a reaction. This can't happen again. Thank you very much.
Totally. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree that the officers were on the side of those who were protesting. I just think in the officer's mind, like, the situation was there's 30,000 people who are protesting Australia Day. There's one person coming into the middle of all that wearing Australian flags. I feel like if I'm an officer, in my mind, I'm thinking this could turn into a dangerous situation for him and for the people that are involved in the protest, right? Things could start happening. This could turn into a dangerous situation very quickly and could get out of hand. Now, am I going to stand up for the one person? Or am I going to remove him from the situation of the 30,000 people? To me, that's an easy decision to make. I wouldn't say that the officer was on their side. I would say that the officer is trying to make sure everybody stays safe. So he got him up out of there. And like I said, I don't know how y'all feel about it. That's just how I see the situation. Just from this 6-minute video, I don't know all the details around this event. I would like to hear from the officer if he had a statement to make. How I feel is how I presume the officer felt in that situation. Could be wrong, but yeah, it's a very tough situation to be in. It's a very tough situation to be in. I think the officer did the right thing. Now, speaking for like, should Australia Day be protested against? Should Australia Day be celebrated? I can't say because I don't know the complete history. And you're gonna have your people who celebrate Australia Day. You're gonna have your people who protest Australia Day, and I think it's just like that. So I can't say either side is wrong. I can only say in this situation right here, I think the officer made the right choice in removing him from that situation. That's all we got. Make sure y'all subscribe, ring the notification bell, get a video a thumbs up. It's your boy D Neal, out.